Michael Feroli is chief U.S. economist for JPMorgan Securities. He is expecting the economy to have added 165,000 jobs in April. That's below the average estimate for that jobs number we are going to be getting from the government on Friday. Michael, did the economic data we just got from ISM and that ADP report change your outlook for Friday?
Not for this Friday. The ADP report looking for 179,000 is pretty close to what we're looking for, 180,000 on private payrolls. So, and also looking for about a 15,000 decline in state and local workers. So the ADP, I think, is consistent with what we're looking for. Obviously, the ISM non-manufacturing is a bit worrying, given how hard that fell.
Yeah, I mean, above 50, of course, expanding, but lower than what many had estimated. What's your read on that? Why that slump?
Well, I think we could be seeing the impact of higher gasoline prices taking its toll on consumer spending. Obviously, retail is a big part of the ISM services index, and so that may be part of what we're seeing. Another big part is real estate, and that hasn't been doing too well either. So I think those two factors may account for some of the disappointment we saw this morning.
And yet, when we look at confidence surveys from consumers, when we hear from retailers themselves, they seem to say the consumer's holding up. You're saying that's not the case?
Well, I mean, we don't yet have April retail data. I don't think consumers are falling apart
tomorrow.
Here. Well, we'll get that from the chain stores. I think the broader government figures are out later this month. I don't think consumers are falling apart here. They're actually holding in fairly well given the shock that's hitting them from higher gasoline prices. But we may be beginning to see some, taking a little bit of a toll here in this month.
So should we be lowering expectations, though, in terms of the type of growth that many companies are expecting and the economy is projected for here based on some of these signs of slowdown?
Well, I think we can do better than we did in the first quarter when we only grew at a 1.8% annual rate. I would expect some acceleration from that to around 3% for the rest of the year. There are, though, some downside risks, and energy prices have to be number one, I think, in that list of downside risks.
All right, Michael, well, we are seeing in the equity trade these factors not boosting confidence for at least the initial reaction to those headlines. Thank you so much.